Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Voices Voices. This time we're going to be doing a special Halloween edition because it's Halloween weekend here at YomaCon. How are you doing today, Joel?
I'm doing awesome. I'm losing my voice a little bit, but I'm ready for day 2. It's exciting. I'm happy. Good to go.
So let's start off with, what is your favorite thing about Halloween?
I like people dressing up, which, I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm cheating when I go to conventions because it's like Halloween all the time.
Right.
But I don't know, I'm a huge fan of costumes. I've won at least 3 costume competitions in my life. I take it very seriously. I would have brought one today, except I didn't have room in my luggage. But yeah, no, Halloween is probably, actually I'd say it's definitely my favorite holiday.
So what is it like working in the industry today for you?
The industry today is really exciting because there's so many different new, fun, and innovative things going on. And actually, I think I can talk about this right now. Right now, if you're a Funimation subscriber, it's 12:30. We are premiering the very first episode of Laughing Under the Clouds, which is a simul-dub, which is something that we're starting kind of in the spirit of Space Dandy, where we are dubbing a series as it is being released in Japan. And so right now that's an exclusive for Funimation subscribers. I think that is a really, really excellent direction for the industry to be heading, and I just think there's a lot of really neat things going on. I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Now, you've worked on a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Are there any particular ones that stick out in your mind that you're like, oh, that was awesome to work on?
My favorite 3 shows, hands down, that I've directed, Initial D, and Sergeant Frog. That I've been. Oh my God, me too. And like we licensed the rights for the 4th season, but just the sales were not such that they decided to. Oh man, it broke my heart. But as far as shows that I've been in, I think Penny and Stocking and Space Dandy, and actually I directed half of Space Dandy as well. I think those are shows that even if I was not involved, I would have sought out and sat down and watched. And that's really neat to get to work on a show that is kind of marketed to you. You know.
Speaking of Space Dandy,
Yeah.
what was it like working on that?
It was a logistical nightmare. It was always a scheduling like hell, and not knowing what's coming up in the series made it really tricky. We kind of got fortunate in that it was so episodic, kind of in the style of Bebop. But finding that perfect rock star actor to plug in and having celebrity cameos in almost every episode, it got to be a little bit difficult. But the fact that we all got to be involved in a Watanabe project that was so epic already, we all put in a lot of work. We had a lot of late nights, a lot of weekends. But man, we were just so happy to be a part of it. It was great.
Another show that you were a lead in, Sekirei, what was it like working on that?
Sekirei was amazing because I love getting to play this character that is just so terrified of breasts. It was so anime, you know, and like all the nosebleeds and everything else. And to me, I really get a kick out of that kind of stuff. It was the kind of genre that confused me early on, but once I really got my head around it was hilarious. A harem show like that, getting to play around so many really amazing voice actresses. It was a blast for me. It was really fun.
Another show that had quite a bit of nosebleed scenes, Baka and Test.
Yeah.
What was it like working on that?
That was really odd for me because I never thought I was going to be cast. I was cast as Kumo in the 1st season, and I think I've said this before, so I'm not revealing anything new. But my Kumo voice is my impression of J. Michael Tatum. Which I always felt like I was cheating because like he would have done it better. But anyway, and then getting to direct the 2nd season was a lot of fun too. Yeah, it was just one of those things. Whenever you take over a later edition of a show that someone else has already directed, my main focus is to make sure that I maintain the same tone and integrity that the 1st season had. And Baka and Test was great. I got to watch the whole 1st season dubbed in English, which is unusual. Usually we're watching the shows in Japanese. So getting to watch the dub and getting to hear people that I work with and love working with was great. It was really fun to research.
Now, some people may not know, you do quite a bit of directing now.
I do.
What is that like? And are there any shows that you really enjoy directing?
I most recently, Space Dandy and we just had the premiere of One Piece Film Z. Which I got to work on and was a blast. I'm working on a couple of things right now. Not Laughing Under the Clouds, which is out like as of right now. I think I can talk about. But yeah, there's always something going on. Sometimes I'm working on 3 different shows at a time. So it's kind of challenging, but it's a creative challenge that really kind of keeps me on my toes. I really love it.
Now, out of the multiple characters you play, are there any particular ones that you'd be like, I would love to live a day in his shoes or be him in real life? And feel free to mix and match multiple characters and characteristics.
Well, I think I'd love to be Minato because I'd like to fix a lot of the ways that he responds to women. He could be doing a lot better than he was. But honestly, I think the character that I've always related to the most, that I think that I would totally step into his shoes and really not change much, is Takumi from Initial D. Actually, I've always said that if I could cosplay a character, it'd be him. Because jeans and a white t-shirt, I could swing that any day.
Now, is there anything that you can talk about right now, other than that one show you just talked about, that's recently been announced, or anything that's recently come out that you'd like to play?
Well, actually, I think we've recently announced the next box set of, or the next disc of One Piece is about to be coming out. So it's the end of, I believe it's the end of the Thriller Bark story arc. So I got to direct that, and there's going to be some fun casting surprises coming up that I think people are probably already aware of. But really keep an eye out because we've got some really, really impressive people that are going to be joining the
I'm looking forward to that
cast.
because I know Ian's finally going to be showing up as Brooke.
He is, me and him, we've been friends for almost 10 years now. We've done a lot of theater together, and he and I work together really well. He's one of my favorite people to work with. It's great.
Now, do you have any social media that people can follow you on?
Sure.
Twitter, Facebook?
Absolutely, yeah. I killed my Facebook page 10 years ago, or maybe a little less, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's still out there somewhere. But no, I'm on Twitter. It's my handle is at yes2ats. It's a little tricky, but maybe there's some text or something on the screen. I don't know. At yes2ats. That's me.
Well, thank you for joining us today,
Absolutely.
Joel. It was a pleasure. I'm Ansel Young. He's Joel McDonald. We'll see you next time.
Bye.